And many of us have experienced those feelings that come along with losing a loved one, okay? But what if you had a chance to get one last message from them? Maybe connect just one more time. Now, Jordan got a chance to catch up with a woman that says she helps people communicate with loved ones that have transitioned.
I am so excited. Our next guest is known as the Long Island Medium, which was also a show on TLC for 14 seasons. She's also a New York Times best-selling author and now podcaster, and you can see her live at the Experience Tour at the Florida Theater, April 24th. Welcome, Theresa Caputo. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be coming back to Jacksonville.
Let's talk about way back in the day. I think I read when I did a little bit of homework, 4 years old was when you first started realizing something a little unique about your gift. Tell us about how that all developed.
Well, I honestly, at 4 years old, I just remember always seeing people standing at the end of my bed at night, hear people speak to me in a room, and there was no one else in the room but myself. And to me, I thought it was normal, right? You know, growing up, you think whatever you're experiencing, this is what everyone else is like. And, you know, no one in my family ever really made a big deal about the things that I would say. I come from a very spiritual family and a very strong faith family. So growing up, no one ever made a big deal about it. And it wasn't until I was almost 30 that I realized that I was not only connecting with my own departed loved ones, but everyone else's. And that's the thing that I really want people to know, whether they come to the show or not. You have that own connection with your own departed loved ones. That is a soul bond that can never and will never be broken. I just have the ability to connect with everyone's departed.
Tap into it. Yeah. That is so amazing. Well, what made you want to turn it into a career then?
So at the time, I was actually struggling with my gift because I couldn't understand why I would be chosen to do this work from God. And, you know, who's going to want to come and see a medium? I couldn't understand that. And what I learned is that, unfortunately, when we lose a loved one, no matter how they die, we are left with burdens and guilt. We're left with these negative emotions. So I kind of put my gift in God's hands and said, okay, if this is my soul's journey, then I want to help people heal after the loss of a loved one. And then 9/11 happened. And that was the turning point for me. And that's when I started doing what I do, was in 2001 after 9/11.
Wow. I actually just got chills when you said that. That's so weird. You mentioned that we also have the ability to tap in. Do you have any advice or tips for people wanting to kind of hone in on that?
First thing that I always say to people is, don't question it. You have your own question. There's your own way of connecting. There's no right or wrong way to connect with your loved ones. And especially if someone loses the same loved one, they'll go, well, my sister's dreaming of my mom. I think my mom's mad at me. No, that's not it. That's just the way she connects with the souls of the departed. So I always say to everyone, anything that goes on around you that is odd, weird, or you think is a coincidence, or maybe a loved one that has passed away just pops into your head, know that that is them. It's that little hello from heaven.
Wow. Like, it's already making me, because I know these things have happened to me, and you can just write them off, you know?
Absolutely. Because that's the thing. And, you know, because people always ask me, it's like, what do you think about people that don't believe or have a hard time? Look, I get it. I'm the first one to say that what I do is absolutely crazy. There's no way that someone can communicate with someone that has died. I get it. But you can't. You know what you see, you know what you feel, you know what you sense, you know how it made you feel. You can't deny that. And the fact that your departed loved ones can tell me that, how would I know that?
I know, I loved watching the show too. And they'd be like, there's no way she would know that. There's no way. And I know that's going to be happening a little bit at the live show too, right? You get interactive with the crowd. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing. That's what I love about doing a live show, because I'm not on that stage. So I always tell, because people say, oh my God, you're in such a big theater. But I always say, that's one thing I'm so proud of. We've created this intimate setting. So I come out on the stage, I give a little quick speech, because believe it or not, there are people that come to the show that have no idea who I am. Maybe their wife dragged them to the show.
Okay. I see.
So I kind of give a little speech, and then after about 7 minutes, I start feeling spirit, and I come off of the stage and spirit just guides me around that space. I have no idea who's going to get read, but spirit will have me stop in front of someone and start saying things that mean nothing to me, but are life-changing to the person I'm standing in front of. And we have cameras that follow me around, and big screens set up. So no matter where you're seated in the theater, you will feel and be a part of this amazing experience.
For somebody who may be grieving, what words of wisdom or any sort of thing you can help them to feel a little bit better, what would you say?
The one thing that I've learned from Spirit over the years, and one of the reasons why I wrote Good Grief, was because people feel I should be here, I should be feeling this, or I shouldn't be crying every day, or I shouldn't still
Yes.
have my father's things or my husband's things in the closet. Like, look, I say to people, you grieve and heal the way that you feel you need to, as long as you are not self-medicating yourself or harming anyone else. You grieve the way that you feel that you need to, and don't be so hard on yourself, and know that it's okay to have a bad day, no matter how many years have gone on or gone
Right.
by. Like, it's okay, but know that that soul bond can never and will never be broken, that your loved ones are living life through your eyes.
Oh, that made me feel so much better. I'm sure everyone watching too. But if we want to learn a little bit more about you, maybe get your books or your podcast, how can we learn more?
You can always just go to my website at teresacaputo.com. There's all information and links to follow anything that you want to find out or know about me.
Well, thank you so much. It has been such a pleasure meeting you today.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it.
And if you'd like to see this segment again, just head to our website, firstcoastliving.net.